Yes, today I will explain the second part of your MCB lesson, Reach for the Top, and it is all about Maria Sharapova. And this is the image of Maria Sharapova, a very well known legendary tennis player. And she's a Russian girl and reached the summit of women's tennis when she was just 18. And already we have studied about Santosh Yadav, and here between Santosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova we can see a lot of similarities among them, how they have succeeded in their life and all. We can see many similarities, and the second part is all about Maria Sharapova, the legendary tennis player. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire, and that something in her lifted her on Monday, 22nd August 2005, to the world number one position in women's tennis. All this happened in almost no time. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian-born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. So already I have told you Maria Sharapova, she is a very legendary tennis player, and she was a very hardworking girl, and she belongs to Siberia that is in Russia. And we can see there is something very disarming about Maria Sharapova. Disarming means likable in Maria Sharapova, and that is somewhat having a conflict with her ready smile and glamorous attire. And the thing is that on 22nd August 2005, she reached the highest position in women's tennis. It means she became the first rank holder in women's tennis. She is the topmost person in women's tennis, and almost these things happen in a no time, since the girl has started her rigorous practice. Within 4 years she was able to reach the pinnacle. Pinnacle means the most successful point, means within 4 years she became the top seeded women tennis player. And we all know that nothing comes so fast and easy in our life. We have to give our hard work, we have to give the pain in order to gain some gains in her life. The same thing happened with Maria Sharapova. However, the rapid action in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before, with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to train in the United States. That trip to Florida with her father, Yuri, launched her on the path to success and stardom. But it also required a heart-wrenching 2-year separation from her mother, Yelena. The latter was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life, that tennis excellence would only come at a price. See, here we can see the sacrifices done by Maria Sharapova. Okay, and during her teenage itself, she got the top seeded award in women's tennis, and before that itself she has started doing many sacrifices in her life. When she was just merely 9 years, she along with her father Yuri, they just moved to the United States in order to pursue her tennis. She and her father just moved to the United States, and especially to Florida. But her mother was unable to join with them because she was having some visa restrictions. And her mother Yelena was just staying back in Siberia because she was having some visa restrictions. And that time itself, this 9-year-old girl, little Maria, she understood that in order to achieve something in our life, we have to lose something. And especially in tennis, you will be excelled only at a point of your time. Okay, you have to toil a lot in order to gain anything in tennis. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. I miss my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, so he couldn't see me either. So now Maria and his father Yuri, they are in the United States. in Florida, and she was terribly missing her mother. And she used to feel so lonely because she was merely even seeing her father, because her father was always trying to fetch money for her studies, for her tennis. In order to have a good practice section tennis, they have to pay a lot. So he was doing all the odd jobs in order to manage the money for his child. Because I was too young, I used to go to bed at 8 pm. The other tennis pupils would come in at 11 pm and wake me up and order me to tidy the room and clean it. So here we can see the other hardship she faced in her life. She was a very junior player in her academy, and the seniors used to torture her. And being a very small child, she used to go to bed at 8 pm, and the senior tennis players, they used to come at 11 pm, and they will just order her to tidy up their room. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. I learned how to take care of myself. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than that to steadfastly pursue my dream. So here is the actual sense of the lesson. See, she was facing many troubles in her academy, and she was even missing her parents. But that was not demotivating her. She was getting motivated because of all these things. She was not getting depressed. Depressed means she was not getting saddened. And she was becoming very determined and mentally very tough. And she never wants to quit from there. And for her, if we are coming from nothing and if we have nothing to lose, we just don't have to fear for anything. Okay, and it will make you very hungry and determined. It will make you very hungry to achieve something in your life, and these humiliations and insults will be just like a fuel for your journey. That toughness runs through Maria even today. It was a key to her bagging the women's singles crown at Wimbledon in 2004 and to her meteoric rise to the world #1 spot the following year. So this attitude of Maria is the actual reason for her whole success. And this attitude resulted in winning the Wimbledon crown in 2004, and the next year itself she became the world #1 in women's tennis. In her journey from the frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis had touched the hearts of tennis fans. For the youngster herself, there appears to be no room for sentiment. The straight looks and the answers she gives when asked about her ambition make it amply clear that she considers the sacrifices were worth it. I'm very competitive. I work hard at what I do. It is my job. This is her mantra for success. So this girl who moved from Siberia to the US and achieved the greatest highs in tennis is always a motivation for many tennis fans. And for her, her mantra for success is nothing but doing hard work. And for her, she is very competitive in nature and she is ready to sacrifice anything. In order to achieve something, she is ready to sacrifice anything, and she is ready to work hard to achieve something, and it is her job. It is very clear that she is very particular about pursuing her job in a very correct way. Though Maria Sharapova speaks with a pronounced American accent, she proudly parades her Russian nationality, clearing all doubt. She says, "I'm Russian. It is true that the US is a big part of my life, but I have Russian citizenship. My blood is totally Russian. I will play the Olympics for Russia if they want me." So here we can see her attitude towards a nation. She is a very proud Russian girl and she is very proud to be a part of Russia. And in her way of talking we can feel the American accent, but she proudly claims or displays that she is a Russian. And she always respects her nation and she even wants to play the Olympics for her country, Russia. Like any number of teenage sensations, Maria Sharapova leads fashion, singing and dancing as her hobbies. She loves reading the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle. Her fondness for sophisticated evening gowns appears at odds with her love of pancakes with chocolate spread and fizzy orange drinks. So here we can see the typical teenager. Okay, like any other teenager, Maria Sharapova was also interested in fashion, singing and dancing, and it was like her hobbies. And she was interested to read the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle, and she was very fond of the sophisticated evening gowns. Sophisticated means fashionable evening gowns, and she was madly in love with the pancakes that is having chocolate spread and the fizzy orange drinks. Fizzy means aerated orange drinks. But it is very contradicting because she is having a very fit body and we can't even imagine that she used to eat this heavy foods, pancake and fizzy orange drinks. Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. Her talent, unwavering desire to succeed and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. Few would grudge her the riches she is now reaping. That is what she has to say about her monetary gains from tennis. Of course, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and a sport. But the most important thing is to become number one in the world. That is a dream that kept me going. So here we can see the typical character of Maria Sharapova, and we cannot categorize her. Pigeonholed means we cannot categorize her. And her talent is an unwavering desire to succeed. Unwavering means steady and firm desire to succeed, and readiness to sacrifice have made her the topper in tennis. And some are even having grudge towards her for her monetary benefit she is achieving from tennis. And for her perspective, always money is a motivation, but money is not the only factor that holds her back in tennis. But the thing is that her extreme longing to become the number one in the world, to achieve the number one position in tennis, is a thing that holds her back to play tennis. And that is the only dream that is keeping her continue her journey. So this is all about Maria Sharapova, and this year she has just retired from her tennis. And if you wanted to know more about her, just Google it and you will be fascinated to know deeply about her. Thank you.